terrorist group ISIS has just released another perfectly timed propaganda video. Now this time they've upgraded to some slick and sophisticated movie techniques. The video plays like a movie trailer. They've even got an image in front of the White House, basically sending off the message that we are everywhere. And this latest video was released as a warning that jihad is coming soon in response to the call for boots on the ground. Now, the call was just made for boots on the ground, so I guess they had this video all whipped out and ready to go. It's like they know what we're going to do next. Now, the timing of the video is once again very convenient. Both the House and the Senate are set to vote this week on whether or not to arm and train the moderate Syrian rebels. Now, there's a major dispute of whether or not this is going to do any good, or if those weapons will just fall into the hands of ISIS once again, much like these very weapons that they are so proudly displaying in this video. But also the timing of this video is sure to do the exact opposite of what ISIS is calling for, and instead will play into the hands and be to the benefit of those who are calling for boots on the ground. Much like the ISIS beheading video was able to garner unprecedented support from the American public to go ahead and attack the Islamic State militarily, this video is surely going to gain even more support from the American public, but it could be just what is needed to goad the military themselves into volunteering to go to the region to fight ISIS. Now, ISIS has repeatedly taken jabs directly at U.S. soldiers in their videos, so this latest PSYOP tool could just be what is needed to have soldiers themselves sign up to volunteer to go fight the Islamic State, who has basically said there will be jihad if U.S. soldiers dare set boots on the ground in the region. Now, let's not forget, the West creates the terrorists to destabilize the region so then they can go and fight the terrorists.
I mean, let's remember here, the people we are fighting today, we funded 20 years ago. And we did it because we were locked in this struggle with the Soviet Union. They invaded Afghanistan, and we did not want to see them control Central Asia. And we went to work. And it was President Reagan, in partnership with the Congress, led by Democrats, who said, you know what, sounds like a pretty good idea. Let's deal with the ISI and the Pakistani military, and let's go recruit these mujahideen. And let's get some to come from Saudi Arabia and other places, importing their Wahhabi brand of Islam so that we can go beat the Soviet Union.
And don't forget what John McCain had to say about being in contact with terrorists.
Has Rand Paul ever been to Syria? Has he ever met with ISIS? Has he ever met with any of these people? No. We're going to have a fight because it's patently false. This is the same Rand Paul that said we didn't want to have anything to do with anything to do in the Middle East, by the way. I don't want to get in a fight with him at all. Yeah. But it's not true. I know these people. I'm in contact with them all the time.
All right, then let me ask you this.
And he is not.
Senator,
and he is not.
Now, no doubt this video seems a little bit slick for these barbarians, but is this a case of wag the dog? Just another perfectly timed propaganda piece to deceive populations into rallying behind conflicts that they otherwise would have strongly opposed.
Hi, I'm Dr. Group. Today, I'm proud and excited to announce a new product to the InfoWars Life product line. Introducing the first proprietary oxygen-based intestinal cleanser, OxyPowder. Backed by real FDA-approved phase 1, 2, and 3 clinical trials. People are suffering from all kinds of digestive issues these days. All the toxins from the air, the food, the water, everything that you're exposed to on a daily basis ultimately ends up in the gut or affects the gut. My main focus was to come up with a remedy for this, something that's safe and effective that anyone can take on a regular basis to keep their intestinal lining clean. You have over 30 feet of intestinal lining that can be compacted, that can be toxic, that can be full of parasites, fungus, bacteria. What are you doing to keep that clean and flushed out? My recommendation is to clean your intestines at least 2 to 3 times a week to prevent the toxic buildup from going into your bloodstream. You owe it to yourself to take your health into your own hands and start cleansing your body today with Oxy Powder. Secure your Oxy Powder today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.